everybody. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Lucas, and I am here to help you live a super happy, joyful, amazing life. And the fastest way that I know how to do that is to follow your dreams, to remember, to learn from, and follow your dreams. So, in this call, over the next, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes or so, I'm going to talk a little bit about this amazing practice and how it may help you in your life find your way to feeling really good most of the time, finding your way home to a place of peace, to truly know yourself, and to live the life that you came here to do, that which your soul signed up for when you came into this experience on earth, to live the life you were meant to live before you die. And it turns out that that life feels so good. And it is truly magical as we find our way into this state of peace and truly loving our life, loving ourselves and everything around us, everyone. Our whole world transforms. And I'm not the only one talking about it. More and more people are aware of this secret. Some of these sacred teachings were kept secret in the past by the ruling elite and people who wanted to influence control over others for their own selfish motivations. And sometimes people who taught this practice, and much of what I will be sharing in future recordings, was not allowed by those controlling entities. And people literally died for sharing some of the very same things that I'll be sharing in future recordings and books and courses and what I'm called to do in the rest of my life. So, thank you again for being here. Thank you for opening up your mind and your heart to be still with me now and really tune in to how you're feeling. Tune into my words and ask yourself, does it feel like what I'm saying is true? Does it feel like I'm sharing what I'm sharing because I want to make a bunch of money from something I want to sell you? Or is this coming from my heart? This is true and helpful. It is true that I have, for the last 4 years, taught many people in apprenticeship programs to work with me and to literally dream with me and transform their life through the different practices that I have mastered, come to know through working with my own teacher for about 6 years. This one man who magically came into my life during a time in which I was deeply suffering, a time in which I had already climbed to the top of that corporate ladder. I had all the things. I had the fancy house, the cars, the plenty of money. Still wasn't happy, and I was deeply suffering because after all those years, all that work, reading over 1,000 books, seeking, studying, searching, still wasn't happy. I wasn't fulfilled. I hadn't yet found my way. to the magic and mystery and a love of life. Along the way, during those years of study, magic is one of the things that I went deep, deep into, studying different magical traditions, secret mystery schools and practices, and became really fascinated with these people who had seemed to master magic and were living a magical, mystical life. I wanted to know that secret. What is it that they were connecting with that felt like truth? Some of these people had written volumes of books. People like Carl Jung, who in one of the biographies on his life said that of everything that he has learned in his life, there is nothing of much significance except for that which he learned in his dreams. And he built an amazing, beautiful career of helping people connect with their dreams, to know themselves, and to follow the guidance not only of their subconscious, but also of what I call the mystery or the divine. Some people call it God. There is some amazing, loving force which we can connect with when our mind is really still. We're in a place of peace. And for most people, that's when we're asleep or almost asleep, maybe in that state halfway in between or partway in between being awake and sleeping, where we receive these visions, these amazing movies, which at first don't make any sense until we learn to understand the language of our dreams and how this force, whether it's our higher self or beyond that, is trying to teach us and show us and guide us in our life using a metaphorical language of symbols and dreams. I am so grateful for the magic, however it happened, that I met my teacher and was invited to apprentice with him for about 6 years so that I could learn this language of dreams. And over time, cultivate it to such an extent and various tools to transform my own consciousness and patterns of feelings and thought, which so remarkably changed the world around me that I found myself absolutely living a magical life and the life of my dreams. And connected with the truth of what I came here to do in this life. And for me, it's helping other people wake up and to follow their dreams and connect with the mystery and magic and love that's always there if we simply ask for help and start receiving that guidance and writing it down every morning, what comes to us in our dreams. So it is true that one can literally eradicate disease in the body, learn that which is most helpful for us to consume by way of food, supplements, media, and experience that will help us in our life. We can also learn how to change our frequency and to live in feelings of love and above, feelings like gratitude, peace, harmony, and joy. And when we find ourselves in that state of being, we will attract with ease amazing synchronicities and connections, people, and phenomenal realities in our life, which when we're not feeling so good most of the time, just don't show up. Now, I know I'm not the only one talking about this. This secret, the law of attraction, is becoming more well known, and I'm not surprised. I'm really happy to see more and more people coming to understand the reality that how we're feeling literally affects what shows up in the waking dream of our life around us. In my experience, it's as though every single night, our subconscious, the other 90% of our mind, which most people aren't connected with, is the incubator for what shows up during the days that follow. And over time, tracking our dreams and seeing what's happening in the subconscious mind proves that to us. And over time, we can wake up in the dream and take over in a way, consciously choose what's being created and experienced in our lucid dreams. And on purpose, create a dreamlike life that later shows up in our waking experience in life, like magic. It is magic. It is an absolutely amazing, magical, mystical practice. And I am here sharing this with you from my heart for free, knowing that if I can do it, I think anyone can do it. It takes time and practice. And I think maybe most importantly, a humility and willingness to say those three words that I said in the days I was deeply suffering when I magically met my teacher. The three words were, I need help. And I happened to say those words to a man who had spent many years studying a practice that so transformed his life. It brought him into a state of being, of love, most of the time. And love, by its nature, gives. To me, love is a verb. It's what we do to help others. It's in that spirit of love that I'm with you here now and inviting you to to dream with me, to remember, learn from, and live the life of your dreams, and learn various tools such as shadow work, reframe, a whole bunch of different tools that I've learned through different schools and teachings along the way that complement this practice of dream work and help us transform those patterns of thought, patterns of feeling, and literally our frequency to the extent that what shows up in the waking world around us is absolutely beautiful and full of love and connection and so much joy. Over time, we find that we are living the life of our dreams, so happy in each moment, loving increasingly for no reason, feeling good for no reason. This becomes the new normal. As magic becomes the new normal, amazing synchronicities show up every day. Stuff happens that defies logic and what we've told is possible all the time. This magical life becomes the new normal. And after a whole lot of years, and a whole bunch of money spent traveling all over the world, learning from different people. I'm here now to share with you some cliff notes to help you to know yourself and love yourself deeply and your life as fast as I know possible. It turns out it doesn't have to be hard and it doesn't have to take long. And dream work really helps. There's so much more to this practice, some of which I will share in the future, of the whys to remember your dreams. This becomes absolutely evident as you do it. And the best way to learn the practice is to do it. So in future recordings, I will share how to remember your dreams. Some people feel like they may never remember their dreams. They only remember a few, they can't do it. While this work sounds amazing, they've heard other people use it to totally transform their lives. They don't remember their dreams. And it's been my experience that almost everybody can, and there are specific protocols for doing so. And again, I will share that with you for free on this new YouTube channel. I truly believe that as more people connect with their dreams and transform their consciousness through that and various tools that go along with dream work, we will turn this whole pattern of consciousness that we experience in our world around and literally transform the earth and all the people on it. So, inviting you to dream with me, remember your dreams, learn from them, and live a dreamlike life. So, thank you. Thank you again. If this resonates with you, inviting you to subscribe to this channel and share it with whoever you can. And I'll keep showing up here, making some more recordings so that over time, people will have a full free course in the Alchemy of Dreamwork on this channel. And we can share and celebrate and learn and love together and dream up a whole new reality of connection and love and harmony. All right, my friends, thank you again. Thank you for being. Thank you for being a part of my waking dream and this beautiful life. Saying bye for now, inviting you to dream like your life depends on it, because it does.